And where did inspiration come from?
The love of the game, the challenge. Like I would watch Magic play, I'd watch Michael play, and I would see them do these unbelievable things, and I'd say, can I get to that level? I don't know, but let's find out.
Hard work, the foundation of success. Without it, talent and skill are just wasted potential. A great real-life example for this is Kobe Bryant. He was a man who knew the value of hard work.
Who was Kobe Bryant as an individual and personality in high school? We were in high school together.
Much the same that I am now, actually, which is extremely curious. I had a great teacher in high school. Her name is Jane Mastriano, who I'm still very close to. And she sparked my curiosity in writing. And the reason why I felt it was important at the time was not for the writing's sake, or not for storytelling purposes. There are things in story, inherently in story, that can help me be a better basketball player, be a better teammate, a better leader, understand emotions better. So that's why I got into it.
What was really your work ethic like, and for how long did you stay disciplined?
Every day. I mean, since 20 years. It was an everyday process and trying to figure out strengths and weaknesses. For example, jumping ability. Man, my vertical was a 40, wasn't a 46 or a 45. My hands are big, but they're not massive, right? So you got to figure out ways to strengthen them so your hands are strong enough to be able to palm a ball and do the things that you need to do. Quickness, I was quick, but not insanely quick. I was fast, but not ridiculously fast, right? So I had to rely on skill a lot more. I had to rely on angles a lot more. I had to study the game a lot more.
Kobe didn't rely on his natural talent alone, but instead, he worked tirelessly to improve his game. He would spend hours alone on the court, perfecting his skills and pushing himself to the limit. And his hard work paid off and become one of the greatest of all time.
How did you get mentally and emotionally so strong where it doesn't bother you?
Well, you got to look at the reality of the situation. Like for me, it's not, you kind of got to get over yourself. At practice or when I'm training or during games, I switch my mind to something else, switch my mode into something else, right? For me, it's the equivalent of Maximus Decimus Meridius in Gladiator picking up the dirt, smelling the dirt. It's go time. Right? So that was my mental switch. It was like an actor getting ready for a film. You got to put yourself in that cage. When you're in that cage, you are that character. And then when you leave there, it's something completely different. But when I'm in that cage, bro, don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
But in 2013, his career was threatened by a devastating injury.
You're playing against the Golden State Warriors. Score is 107-109. You guys are close to getting into the playoffs. You know exactly what happens in the game. You go up, you're about to take your shot, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Kobe tore his Achilles tendon, an injury that many thought would end his career.
And then one of the reporters comes up to you, and he says to you, Kobe, are you convinced that they told you it's probably torn Achilles? They're going to do an MRI. Are you pretty convinced that's what it is? And your answer is yeah. Then one of the reporters says, but if anyone is going to get through this, it's probably you, right? You put your head down and you say, oh man, shit, right? And you have tears in your eyes.
Yeah.
Did you say, oh man, because everybody's expecting me to be invincible, man? Like, freaking let me just play the damn game. I'm a human being. Is that kind of what you were thinking? Or was it like, the world's expect me to come back in the next month because I'm Kobe? Like, what were you thinking at that all that pressure?
I was thinking, like, I don't know if I can do this. Wow. Achilles were like the kiss of death. Yeah, athletes. Like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. There's so many factors. There's the surgery that has to take place. The surgery has to go well, right? And then just it's a tendon. I'm not dealing with anything that's muscular or things that I can control. I can't control a tendon. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. and then thinking about what that process of recovery is going to look like. So that was the hardest part.
You don't know if you want to do it, or you don't know if you are going to be able to come back from it.
Both. Like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it.
Got it.
But Kobe refused to let the injury defeat him.
When I went in the trainer's room, my kids are in there, and, you know, they're looking at you and stuff, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, you know, it's all right. Dad's going to be all right. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. It'll be all right. As a parent, you got to set the example. You got to set the example. This is another obstacle. This obstacle cannot define me. It's not going to cripple me. It's not going to be responsible for me stepping away for the game that I love. I'm going to step away on my own terms. And that's when the decision was made that, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
What freaking baseball.
He worked tirelessly to rehabilitate his body and make a comeback. Kobe's injury and his remarkable comeback are a testament to the power of perseverance and determination. His life is a testament to the fact that if you work hard and believe in yourself, you can achieve greatness.
Your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be.
Kobe Bryant, 60 points, 23 in the fourth quarter of his farewell game.
In the last 4 minutes, which is the best freaking 4 minutes, and I see a Shaq saying, go for 50, and then you're just going, and you're not hitting easy shots. These are not easy shots. You hit your last shot. You scored 6. Guys, nobody has ever had a 60-point game to retire with. Like, that has never happened. Like, it's insane for this to happen. You hit your 60 point. I got to say this. My sister's in the room. Kobe, I got tears coming down and watching you when this happens, because 20 years I've been following this guy, and I relate to you because in the insurance world, I take a lot of your similarity. You may be in a completely different world. I'm looking at the world here, and it's just like, seeing this guy, he's so freaking determined to say, I came and gave everything I had, and I'm going to give it till the last freaking second. That's what you did.
During that year, everybody kept coming up to me and saying, okay, you're going to have stages of grief when you retire. You're going to go into a state of depression when you retire. And those are all normal and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm fine. Yes, of course you would say that. I said that too. I'm like, dude. And, you know, and then my competitiveness inside was like, no, I'm going to do something in the next 20 years that is better than these last 20. You might not understand that. I'm doing that, you know? So the competitiveness kicks in.
Kobe's legacy inspires millions of people around the world. And it's a lesson for all of us. No matter what challenges we face, if we're willing to work hard and never give up, we can overcome. You too can achieve your dreams. So keep working hard, stay focused, and believe in yourself.
What can I say? Mamba out.